What time does your evening start to fall apart? 3 p.m.? When the energy drops and the coffee stops working? 6 p.m.? When you walk through the door and you're already on zero? When the smallest thing from your kids triggers a reaction that surprises even you? Or 9 p.m., when the day is finally done and the pantry calls? Here is what I want to show you. These are not three separate problems. They are three symptoms of the same loop. A four-step biological loop that runs in almost every parent's body every single evening. And once you see the loop, you can break it to one point in one decision that takes about 4 minutes. Hi, I'm Al, father, engineer, technical manager, and health coach. I lived this loop for years before I understood it. And I want to be honest with you, I did not understand it because I was not asking the right question. I kept asking, why do I keep failing in evenings? The right question was, what is the system doing and where is the input missing? That shift from blame to engineering is what changed everything for me. Let me show you the diagram. 4 steps, all connected. Step 1, the 4 p.m. blood sugar dip. Step 2, the 6 p.m. cortisol spike. Step 3, the 9 p.m. ghrelin flood. Step 4, the midnight guilt loop. Broken sleep and the whole thing starts again tomorrow. These are not mood swings, they are not character flaws. They are chemistry events running on a timer, triggered by what you did and did not give your body earlier in the day. Let me walk you through each one. Step 1, the 4 p.m. blood sugar dip. Your brain runs on glucose, not fat, not protein, glucose. And the part of your brain that handles patience, emotional regulation, decision making uses more glucose than any other organ in your body. By 4 p.m., after 6 to 8 hours of decisions, meetings, messages, kids, work, noise, your blood sugar has been dropping for hours. If you skip breakfast, it started dropping at 7 a.m. If you had a poor lunch, no protein, mostly refined carbs, it crashed faster. If you had 3 coffees and called at lunch, we need to talk. The 4 p.m. dip is not a mood. It is a fuel deficit in the most important organ you have. And your body responds to fuel deficits the same way every time. Step 2, the 6 p.m. cortisol spike. Cortisol is not a stress hormone. It is a mobilization hormone. Its job, get energy fast when the system is running low. At 6 p.m., after a full day of running on empty, cortisol spikes. And cortisol in the evening has one very specific side effect that almost nobody talks about. It makes you irritable, not slightly irritable, but neurologically, measurably, chemically irritable. Research shows that elevated cortisol amplifies the amygdala response, the part of your brain that detects threat, by up to 3 times. 3 times. That means something your child does at 6 p.m. that you would normally handle with patience registers in your brain as an emergency. That is not bad parenting. That is an alarm system that has been running for 14 hours and cannot tell the difference between a real emergency and a shoe left on the floor. It just fires. And then you feel guilty, and guilt inside an already depleted nervous system raises cortisol again. The loop tightens. Step 3, the 9 p.m. ghrelin flood. By 9 p.m., 3 things have happened simultaneously. Your blood sugar is at its lowest point of the day. Your cortisol has been elevated for 6 hours, and now ghrelin arrives. Ghrelin is your hunger hormone. It rises in the evening naturally. It is part of your biological wind-down cycle. But when blood sugar is already low and cortisol is already high, ghrelin does not arrive as a gentle suggestion. It arrives as a demand. Get fast fuel now. Not vegetables, not balance, sugar, carbs, anything that raises blood sugar fast. And your prefrontal cortex, the part that makes good decisions, the part that says kitchen is closed, has been making decisions for 14 hours. It has nothing left. You are trying to resist a biological demand with an exhausted decision-making system running on 2% battery. The phone is not broken. The battery is empty. The pantry was never a willpower problem. It was always a chemistry problem. Step 4. The midnight guilt loop. After the pantry, guilt. Guilt activates the stress response. Stress response raises cortisol. Elevated cortisol before sleep suppresses melatonin. Poor sleep raises ghrelin by 24% in the next day. And the loop starts again tomorrow morning before you even open your eyes. This is not a bad day. This is a system running exactly as designed, with the wrong inputs. And here is the part I want you to really hear. You are not in this loop because you are weak. You are in this loop because you are a parent who has been running a system with missing inputs for a very long time. That is an engineering problem, not a character problem. Engineering problems have solutions. Breaking the loop. The loop has 4 steps, but it has only one entry point worth attacking. 4 p.m. Everything that happens after 4 p.m. is downstream of decisions made before 4 p.m. Here are the 3 inputs that broke the loop for me. Input 1. Protein at lunch before 1 p.m. 30 grams of protein at lunch stabilizes blood sugar for 6 to 8 hours. That means the 4 p.m. dip becomes a soft landing, not a crash. No crash means no cortisol alarm. No cortisol alarm at 4 p.m. means a different version of you walks through that door at 6 p.m. Not perfect, not calm like a monk, just not running on empty. The mechanism is the same. Input 2. The transition ritual. Before you walk in the door, 6 slow breaths in your car. In through your nose, out slow like blowing out a candle. 6 times. This activates the vagus nerve directly. Cortisol drops within 2 or 3 minutes. The alarm signal starts to turn off, and you walk in as the version of yourself your family actually gets to have. Not the depleted one, not the one who snaps at the shoes. Input 3. The 4 p.m. protein snack. If lunch was not perfect, or if your day ran long and you ate at your desk, a small protein snack at 4 p.m. prevents the full blood sugar crash. Greek yogurt, hard-boiled eggs, handful of nuts, something with protein, something real. This one change flattened my ghrelin curve by 9 p.m. Not completely, but enough. The pantry stopped feeling like an emergency, and emergencies are the only thing that override willpower consistently. Remove the emergency and willpower is irrelevant. You are not falling apart in the evenings because you are weak. You are falling apart because you are running a 4-step biological loop with no inputs to interrupt it. Give the loop the right inputs in the right window and the evenings change. Not dramatically, not overnight, but the 6 p.m. snap becomes less frequent. The 9 p.m. raid becomes less urgent. The guilt becomes quieter. The sleep improves, and the next day starts differently. Not because you try harder, because you understood the system. If this made sense, the free night reset card is the 9 p.m. version of this. It gives your nervous system the signal that the loop is finished for tonight. Kitchen is closed, not by force, by biology. Link in the description below or comment, loop, and I will send it to you directly. And if this video finally explains something you have been living every evening but could not quite name, share it with one parent who needs to hear it. They are not falling apart. They are running a loop. And now you both know where to break it.